Hello again. I remarked the other day that, generally speaking, governments dislike their citizens having free access to information, especially when it is combined with the power to express their own opinions to others across the whole of the nation. From that perspective, social media is an absolute scourge and a very real threat to good governance. It was for this reason, rather than any genuine concern for the safety of little kiddies, that the previous administration passed the Online Safety Act last year. The aim was to put the wind up social media companies by threatening them with enormous fines and thus encouraging them to delete comments and ban users more readily for little or no reason. Keir Starmer hopes to build on this promising beginning by using the riots we have seen in the course of the last week as an excuse to tighten the screws further on TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and so on. The rioting has been a bit of a godsend for the Prime Minister, really. People were pretty annoyed at seeing the winter fuel allowance for pensioners being scrapped, and there was widespread unease about the Chancellor's talk of tax rises to be announced in the autumn. Now, all that's been forgotten, and the news is dominated by Keir Starmer's statesman-like speeches about crime online. He has now mentioned 3 times in as many days that those using the internet can expect similar penalties to those chucking bottles and setting fire to cars in the street. This is a strong clue as to his real intentions. He also, of course, has a chance to suck up to Muslims, which is very important for Labour after the general election. It will be recalled that the Muslim vote for Labour plummeted at the election due to the trouble in the Middle East. But now Starmer sees a way of redeeming himself in the eyes of Muslim voters by allowing them to run amok and do as they please, while coming down hard on anybody who does not appear to be wholeheartedly in favour of mass immigration. This is brilliant publicity for him and good for the Labour Party. Not perhaps quite so good for the non-Muslim citizens of places like Birmingham, of course, but then one cannot make the proverbial omelette without breaking a few eggs. I think that Keir Starmer thinks that he is now looking resolute and firm, although if he really wanted to improve his appearance, he would do better to ditch the NHS glasses and stop using quite so much Brill cream on his hair. But I suppose announcing that he's cancelled his holiday to steer the ship of state through these stormy waters is a beginning in a new image. What you must understand is that nobody at all stands to benefit if the rioting fizzles out. It would be no good certainly for Islamists in this country. They've been able to establish a uniform paramilitary group which the police are tolerating and allowing to assuming authority in those parts of our cities with a large Muslim population. From this point of view, the riots have been a great success for Muslims. Right-wingers can claim that it is they who represent the common man and that they will fight to achieve all those things that people are demanding, such as an end to asylum seekers in hotels and small boats crossing the Channel. The riots are doing them good as well. In fact, since everybody, from the Prime Minister down, seems to be getting something out of the violence and disorder, there really is no incentive to be in any hurry to suppress it. So many interested parties are riding high on the effects of the unrest that it would be a shame to put an end to it too quickly.